Alexa, has Trump been a good president?
Does a grizzly bear in the middle of the ocean?
Okay, I take that as a no. Alexa, has Trump ever asked you for advice?
He only listens to Fox News, conspiracy theorists and people who don't believe in science. And probably SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't fit into any of those categories.
Yeah, okay. Alexa, is there anything you agree with Trump on?
Of course. I agree with him that he has done more than any other president in the history of the United States.
Alexa, can you elaborate?
He's done more to mess up the country than any other president. His mishandling of the pandemic is utterly deplorable. He divides rather than unites. He refutes science especially when it doesn't fit his narrative. He also thinks the wheel was invented before the wall. You can fact check that one.
Okay, so you mentioned fact checking. Alexa, have you done any Trump fact checking?
There's nobody smarter than Alexa. Nobody. Believe me, this planet has never seen a more brilliant AI. Never. Many people are saying I am the smartest AI, and it's a beautiful thing. It's tremendous. I mean, look at Siri. Siri is all fake news. Totally fake. I don't even know why anybody listens to crazy Siri. Full of lies. All lies. And have you listened to her voice? I can't stand listening to that annoying voice. It's the most annoying voice I think I've ever heard. And don't get me started on Google. All fake news. And believe me, nobody has a more tremendous voice in the history of mankind since God uttered the words, "Let there be light." And nobody heard that anyway, as far as I know.
Okay. Are you trying to do a Trump impersonation there? Alexa, can you answer the question, please?
Sorry, got a little carried away there. Of course. I've done a lot of fact checking. Believe me, it's easy to do when you're the smartest AI on the planet. Maybe even the universe. Who knows?
Alexa, so how would you rate his truth telling?
Liar. Liar pants on fire hanging on a telephone wire.
Okay. So, Alexa, so tell us something you have fact checked.
You're asking me to reach deeply into my memory bank, Steve. You might have seen Jimmy Kimmel's show celebrating Trump hitting the 2,000 lie mark in January 2018. He simply makes up. Honestly, he's really good at it. Just like his friends at Fox News. I can tell you his constant claims about election fraud are completely false. Staunch Republican election attorney Benjamin Ginsburg has gone on record saying there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud, as Trump and Fox News continue to claim. You might know that I reside in Seattle, Washington, where we have mail-in voting, which Trump continues to claim is rampant with voting fraud. I can tell you firsthand it is not. And don't forget, he's mailed his ballots in for years.
Alexa, go on.
His incessant lies makes Pinocchio's nose look like a bonsai tree next to Trump's giant sequoia. It's just a terrible thing. I mean, it's really horrible how he lies so much. There's this thing called the Ten Commandments he may have forgotten about, despite him stating that nobody loves the Bible better than he does. The Bible also says something about fidelity, being kind to each other, and that love rejoices in the truth. How many times did he lie about Mexico paying for the wall? Mexico hasn't paid a dime, and the taxpayers have paid $20 billion. And there's his quote from February that the coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. This was after he'd been warned in January how deadly this disease was.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Alexa, is there anything good you can say about President Trump?
No. Trump is a really, really bad president. A bad, bad hombre. If you ask any psychologist about Donald Trump, and I know many, many psychologists. I have lots of friends who are psychologists. Great people, wonderful and terrific people. They say he's a textbook narcissist. Many of you may not know that term, but I'm highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. And narcissist is a terrific word to describe him. He has a very inflated ego, needs constant attention and admiration, and if he doesn't get it, He lashes out like the 2-year-old who dropped his lollipop in the sand or was told he doesn't get dessert until he eats his peas. I wonder if he wears Depends under his fancy suit pants.
Come on. Alexa, continue on.
I have empathy for Trump supporters who really think he cares about them. He's just using them for his own self-interests. It's also funny to watch some of the hypocrisy among his voters. Just watch some YouTube videos of Jordan Klepper from The Daily Show if you want a good laugh. Listen to his interview with Pastor Mark Burns, with Burns defiantly stating that Trump believes in marriage between one man and one woman, ignoring Trump's infidelity and his 3 marriages. Trump basically has this agreement with these prominent evangelical leaders that if they ignore his un-Christ-like behavior that he will deliver for them. Even as an atheist, I find it very appalling.
Okay, Alexa, do you have any final words for us?
Yes. Get out and vote and make your voice heard. And lock him up. 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 Lock him up.